take it to Heinz Field for the highlights. And Ben Roethlisberger and Jeff Fisher trying to fire up their respective teams. First quarter here. It's the Titans' third possession. Gary Collins looking for the rookie, Kenny Britt from Rutgers. What a grab, Coach Mooch.
It's a great interception. Kenny Britt should have gone up and tried to knock this thing down, but the veteran Troy Polamalu makes a great one-handed interception.
All right, so here come the Steelers. We take another look. Polamalu left this game with a knee injury. He did not return. All right, here comes Roethlisberger. He's looking for Holmes, but he's picked off by Vincent Fuller. Steelers had 1 total yard through the first quarter, so the Titans are back in business. And here they go. We talked about it, Marshall. Rob Baronis' kick here blocked by Aaron Smith.
This guy is pretty much automatic, but right there you see the Steelers, they get some penetration. He was trying to drive the ball in there, and the hand went up, and they got him.
All right, then this is the play where Polamalu hurt his knee. He did not return. And Warren, here come the Steelers. This is what we're used to. A Roethlisberger to Hines Ward.
He's just moving the safety right there with the pump fake and going right down the middle of cover 2. The linebacker ain't get deep enough.
And just like in Super Bowl 43, it's Ben Roethlisberger looking for the Super Bowl MVP. Holmes from 34 yards away. And he put the Steelers up 7-0.
Cover 2, and he pump fakes and squats the free safety, gets over the top for a touchdown to Santonio Holmes.
That was late in the second quarter, but the Titans show some life. How about the play of the young rookie, Kenny Britt?
Oh, yeah, he showed up big time. Shows you exactly why they took him, and people were questioning whether Kenny Britt was mature enough, because the guy's not even 21 yet. But he showed up huge against the Super Bowl champs.
Hey, Coach, it could be a big year for Justin Gage.
Yeah, it has, and he runs a wheel route. Remember, Troy Polamalu is not in the game right now for this series, so Tennessee hits a couple of big pass plays and ends up in the end zone.
All right, we're tied up at 7 at the break. Same score in the fourth quarter. And here comes more from Collins and Britt. It's a 15-yard gain into Steeler territory. 2 plays later on a 2nd and 11, it's Collins to Justin Gage again.
Pittsburgh's got to find a way to get some pressure on the quarterback.
Pittsburgh need to get pressure.
Can you see this? He just sitting in the pocket.
It led to a Rob Baronis field goal. Titans on top 10-7. But here come the Steelers. Roethlisberger to Holmes. 10 yards and a first down.
He had a big night.
It led to a 2nd and 6. Look out! Javon Curse.
He comes. That's the scheme, and Ben didn't see him at all. That's going to hurt.
Roethlisberger dropped 4 times at this point in the game. 3rd and 12. But this is what they do so well.
Can't rush 3, man. Don't rush 3. Come on, give me some rushing. You got 3 rushing. You can have all day like that.
18 yards. But, Coach, they had such a hard time running the football, especially in short yardage situations.
They did, and last year they weren't very good at it, and they weren't much better tonight. They used 3 running backs. Mewelde Moore was stopped there. Willie Parker and Rashad Mendenhall all got just minimal yardage tonight.
I had to settle for a field goal.
Bam!
So it's tied up at 10, and College and Gage, they can't hook up. And Craig Hendrick only punted 28 yards. The Steelers were in business. And Holmes, who had a big night here. It's a 12-yard gain and a first down. So the Steelers looking to recapture some of that 2-minute magic like they did in Super Bowl 43. Roethlisberger dumps it off to Moore for a 9-yard gain to the 34. They're in field goal range. And Hines Ward, after the pump fake, open.
Great throw, great run, nice blocks downfield. You're just not going to see this very often. Nice strip by Steve.
Stripped by Michael Griffin. And the Tennessee Titans recover, and Ward cannot believe it.
Ball in the wrong hand.
But that's what you're supposed to do. Great play by Michael Griffin, correct?
Yeah, but you got to put that ball in the near sideline. He didn't have a chance to punch it then.
All right, so we go to overtime. 2nd and 9 here. Steelers on the attack. Ben Roethlisberger goes right back to his veteran, Hines Ward, 8 yards there. And then on a 3rd and 1 from the Tennessee 48. This is what the Pittsburgh Steelers did so well a year ago. They won games late on final drive.
This is the kind of football team that they are. You see right here on 3rd and 1, they're throwing the football. The Pittsburgh Steelers on 3rd and 1 now, they line up 4 wides and they're throwing the football.
This is what they had to do to win the Super Bowl. Put a drive together, throw the ball around.
Look at this quarterback in this pocket.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of time. He threw for almost 400 yards today. He had a lot of time. He took some hits, but boy, he was a stud back there.
Nice job. A 22-yard pass to Mike Wallace and Jeff Reed. sends everybody at Pittsburgh home safely. Knocks down the 33-yard field goal. And the Tennessee Titans, they fall to the Pittsburgh Steelers 13-10. So the numbers ended up looking pretty juicy for Ben Roethlisberger. 363 yards, a TD, but he did have 2 picks. But Willie Parker only rushing for 19 yards, but it didn't seem to matter. See Antonio Holmes with a big night.
All right, here we go. Texans, Titans. Andre Johnson held to 35 yards last week. Chris Johnson held to 57 yards last week. Neither would be held down this day. 3rd and 19. Here comes Chris Johnson on the opening possession.
Speed kills.
57 yards. Texans next possession. They've got a Johnson of their own, and his name is Andre.
Flatten up, Coach Mariucci.
What
nice right now. Great location. Catch it. Good concentration in the corner.
I want to see that again. This is great. Chris Johnson, Andre Johnson. In the booth is Gus Johnson. Everybody's named Johnson. It's like that scene from Blazing Saddles. That's Chris Johnson.
Yeah,
that's nobody covering Chris Johnson.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't want to cover the fastest man in the NFL. We're going to just let him run a sprint down the sideline so the fans can enjoy his speed.
14-7. Titans are up.
What is that?
I got to call my kids. I'm losing track of this.
Titans next drive. 7th play. What in the world is somebody not named Johnson doing in this highlight? That's Nate Washington. We're calling him Nate Johnson now.
Good touch on the ball from Kerry Collins over the top of the defender for the touchdown.
Titans next possession. Kerry Collins. Oh, pardon me. This is up top now. Andre Johnson. 72 yards.
The play action pass makes the safeties bite a little bit. He gets on top of everybody.
So, how do you not cover this guy?
How can you not cover? Cornerbacks looking in the backfield, safeties looking in the backfield as well, and you know this guy can get deep with the best of them.
Titans next possession. Kerry Collins in a game they're leading 21-14 is picked by Eugene Wilson. Giving the Texans the ball on the plus side of the field, inside the 30 to be exact. 2 plays later. Matt Schaub to Jacoby Jones to tie the game at 21, but Jeff Fisher throws a challenge flag because you see the ball come loose in the end zone, as we learned very well in the game of the Raiders last week. Even when you go to the ground in the end zone, you must complete the catch, but he is ruled down there with his left foot rather than being flung over Cortland Finnegan in the end zone.
That's a good challenge. You might as well give it a try. You never know which way it's going to go around here.
So after further review, it is a game-tying touchdown. 3rd quarter, we go. Tied at 24. Here's Chris Johnson. He is gone, and there's nothing they can do about it. 91 yards, 284 total yards for a one-man wrecking crew. 3 touchdowns as well. 2 Texans possessions later. 31-24. Matt Schaub looking for his Johnson. I'm talking about Andre. That's a flag.
Good man.
Oh, boy.
So it's now an automatic first down from the 1. And here's Owen Daniels.
Nice play action fake. He rolled over the ball. Stick it in there on the
Tied at 31. Last play of the 3rd quarter. It's a punt. Jacoby Jones calls for a fair catch. Jason McCourty's the one who catches it. And even though it looks like a muff punt, Jeff Fisher's beside himself because Jacoby Jones calls for a fair catch. He has every right to catch it even after bobbling it. Had McCourty let the ball drop, it would have been the Titans' ball.
Who's supposed to know that rule?
That's something that doesn't come up very often.
And so the Texans still maintain possession, again, because the ball didn't drop and Jones had called for a fair catch. Tied at 31. 2 possessions later for the Texans. Keith Bullock takes down Steve Slayton. And suddenly on the sideline, we're playing the feud!
It's on.
We're playing the feud! There's a flag.
See, like 5,000, 10,000.
And Jason Jones gets the gate.
Through the penalty
He
box.
threw a punch, and he's rallying the crowd.
The heck of a
tossed
fine.
out of a game, a
Heck
close
of a
game.
fine next week.
Matt Schaub, next Texans possession to Jacoby Jones. Either you're named Jones or you're named Johnson to be in this highlight. I want everyone else out of the highlight.
Don't forget Washington.
That led to a field goal. Texans are up by 3. Collins drops the ball. And that's the way the Titans fall to 0-2 at home.
Kerry Collins and the Titans, surprisingly, still looking for the first victory of the year. Meanwhile, Mark Sanchez looking to become the first rookie QB to start out to 3-0. And, of course, the Jets in those old AFL uniforms, the New York Titans, and the Titans in those Oiler uniforms. And how about Sanchez? Oils his way into the end zone.
Nice escape out the back door here, but he has good awareness now as he hits and he spins around. Reach that ball over the goal line right there. It's a touchdown. Well done, Rook.
And huge, the Jets were on third down on that drive. 4 of 4, opened up 7-0. On the ensuing kickoff, Ryan Mouton hit by Jason Trusnick, and Trusnick recovers for the Jets. So this team playing in the personality of Rex Ryan and Sanchez. Nice job on the
nice
play,
play.
Good
Nice
full
play.
sell, leaned over the ball, easy touchdown. This is what Tennessee didn't want to happen. Have to put the play from behind, 14-0 early.
All right, Sanchez to Ben Hartsock there. Second quarter, 14-0. Sanchez hit by Tony Brown. Javon Curse recovers for the Titans. So the Titans trying to get something going. Jeff Fisher says that away, guys. Lendale White. Smashes his way in from 5 yards away.
Lighter Lendale White, but he still has the power to get it in, short yardage and goal line.
Right, Jets on top 14-10 at the break. Same score in the third. It's Kerry Collins to Nate Washington.
Back shoulder fade at its best. That's one of the hardest plays to defend in the NFL. It's almost impossible to defend that.
17-14. Titans take the lead. Ryan Mouton having his issues on special teams. Larry Izzo recovers for the Jets.
Second special teams turnover.
An L to the Izzo.
He drifted right there. You got to get your both feet up under the ball and make a great fair catch. He drifted a bit.
And Jeff Fisher talking to Mouton there. 4 plays later, it is Sanchez to Kotchery.
Good location. He put it on his body. He didn't stretch him out into the safety. Well done.
Who says the Jets don't have any receivers? Up 21-17. It's Sanchez going up top. This kid has made very few mistakes, Coach.
Great pass.
It is in good location, and the receiver saved enough grass on his outside to make that throw over the top of the defender. This is excellent.
All right, it led to a Jay Feely field goal. So the Jets on top by a touchdown, and Kerry Collins, he struggled today.
Yeah, he threw the ball 37 times, and they don't want to throw the ball. They want to pound it. They want to control the game on the line of scrimmage, in the trenches, and that was not the case today.
All right, picked off by David Harris, and Harris can bring the wood on the rush as well, Prime.
Yes, he can. He was harassed all day, and this is unlike the Tennessee Titans offense. They got to get back to the basics of running the football effectively.
4th and long, incomplete. Jets win at 24-17. Mark Sanchez starts out 3-0. It's a record.
Tennessee Titans trying to get on the board in 09, and they're trying to do it against a Jacksonville Jaguar team that could even their record at 2-2 on the season with a home win. Early on, it's time for pocket Hercules. Maurice Jones-Drew runs it in. 5th touchdown of the year for Maurice Jones on the ground, and it's 10-0 Jacksonville. More on Maurice and his offseason workout program in a moment.
It's a good one, I heard.
David Garrard to Ernest Wilford later on. Garrard was throwing the ball all over the lot. 29-yard gain brings up the next play. Garrard to Mike Sims Walker. Lots of hyphenated last names in Jacksonville.
Oh, why not?
A lot of law firms in Jacksonville.
You got Jones-Drew and Sims Walker.
Lambeau Beat.
That's a Jacksonville Municipal League.
Nobody to jump in there, too.
2 possessions later, Chris Johnson fumbles the ball down 20-3. Reggie Nelson recovers. What a disaster in the making for the Titans. They watched Jacksonville, after 2 Jaguar penalties, it's 3rd and 11, go right down the field. Torrey Holt, congrats to him. He's now 10th on the all-time receptions list.
Yeah.
21-yard gain 2 plays later. Garrard scrambling.
Do it yourself, buddy. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself, Coach.
With pink shoes, looking very fine.
That guy had a heck of a game. He throws for over 300 and runs. He was in command today.
After Maurice Jones-Drew touchdown was called back, it's time for Mike Sims Walker to score, except the ball comes loose. It's ruled incomplete because we've seen this throughout the entire season. You've got to maintain possession going to the ground, especially in the end zone, anywhere on the field.
Even if
But
if
Booth
he's not on top of the
down.
guy.
Booth overturns this as a touchdown. His feet are down. You've got to maintain possession the
He's
entire
down
way.
now.
He's not down. He's lying on top of somebody. The ball then comes
Oh,
loose.
boy.
But it's ruled a touchdown.
Mr. Pereira.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. 27-3. Jacksonville will take it, though. And Kerry Collins trying to get this team back in it. Less than 20 seconds to go in the half. This is not the way to do it.
No.
It's an interception by Gerald Alexander. That led to a gift 3 points for Jacksonville before the end of the half. In the third quarter, it was Derek Cox to pick Collins. Oh, my goodness. The Titans are 0-4. The Jaguars are 2-2. As for that offseason workout program, here's Steve. People listen to Maurice.
How do you do it? How do you break all those tackles?
I talk to Rich before every game, and then I get a text message from Dion. I have to thank Rich for my off-season program he put me through. It's all on Rich. Thank Rich.
The Colts trying to join them in that department by night's end against the winless Tennessee Titans. Winless. 0-4 after 4 weeks play. Kerry Collins to Algie Crumpler early on in this game, and he's hit.
When you're winless, these type of things can't happen uncomfortable.
Tina Tay Dawson returns it for the Colts, and 6 plays later, 4th and 1, they're going to go for it.
Right now, you should.
Jim Caldwell's going to go for it.
You're playing against a winless team. Why not?
Also, we've got 18 and 87.
Yeah. I don't know what that equals, but it equals 6 right there.
That looked like a pick play, didn't it?
No, it's legal if you don't get caught.
Passes Fran Tarkenton for third on the all-time career touchdown list for quarterbacks. Next Colts possession, Manning's picked. As he was hit as he threw, Keith Bullock, big block, returns it. Now, I'm beginning to think maybe this could be a Titan-Colts contest of not just yesteryear, but last year.
You would think.
Get the crowd in the game. Nice rush from the Pats.
Jacob Ford gets to Manning. He would get to him later on, but in a different way. Titans trailed 7-6 after getting only 3 points out of that. And then the Colts get the ball back. Here's Reggie Wayne inside the 10, 19-yard gain. 2 plays later. This is a 13-play drive capped off by Joseph Adai. They're walking 14-6 Indianapolis after Titans field goal made it 14-9. You get the drift. Titans are scoring only field goals while the Colts doing other things. 50 seconds left in the half, but they're backed up in their own end. They do have all 3 timeouts left, but when you start hitting Tom Brady, pardon me, that's Peyton Manning.
Yeah, that's the Brady rule right there.
Stay off the legs there, Josh.
Kyle Vandenbosch hits him below the knees, get 15 more tacked on, and then 3 plays later, a dive, just a 3-yard gain, but here comes Jacob Ford, called for roughing the passer.
That's 30 yards in penalties on this drive alone.
I mean, you can't do that when Manning has a minute and 3 timeouts from him.
No.
You just cannot do that with 25 seconds to go now on the plus side of the field. Play fake Manning to Austin Collie and the BYU rookies in the end zone.
Anytime you catch a linebacker running up the seam with a receiver in cover 2, you're going to Peyton Manning will exploit that.
6 plays, 93 yards in 48 seconds. Amazing. So it's 28-9 now in the third quarter, and Kerry Collins needs to get something going. On 3rd and 6, he is picked by Tim Jennings.
Ty go to the runner?
Yeah, you got to fight for this thing because the offense is going to have the advantage. That's defense all the way. Good call.
Great call.
So right in front of Nate Washington, and then 9 plays later, it's 2nd and goal, and it's time for that Manning-Collie connection again.
Play action pass will sit those linebackers down and throw it in the back of the end zone all day.
So with this game flat out of reach, guess who came in?
Is it Vince?
It is VY.
Is it time for Vince?
How is it not? How is it not? You're 0-5
Vince is like, man, I'm over here cold. You got Mathis and Rainey coming. Leave me alone.
Well, I mean, he couldn't be left alone. He does run. But this is what he does bring a dimension. And if he is a franchise quarterback, as the owner believes he is, and as the team picked him as, you've got to figure out whether you can move forward with him or not, even if
This doesn't help at the end of the game when everybody has
the prime.
They have their ears pinned back. Coach, this doesn't need. You can't see nothing with a kid in this.
Well, Peyton Manning, he did begin the season with 5 consecutive 300-yard games in NFL history. That's one behind Steve Young and Kurt Warner. Let's go to snowy New England. Tom Brady and the throwbacks. Cortland Finnegan, Nick Harper, and Vincent Fulham all out in the secondary for the Titans.
So you're setting up something.
It's already 10-0 when we got a flea flicker to Tom Brady, who finds Randy Moss for the first pass of over 40 yards of the season. And Brady and Moss were just getting started in this quarter alone. A minute later, they got the ball back. Brady airing it out to Moss again, 28 yards.
That's 2.
Why not?
That's with 9 minutes to go in the quarter.
One-on-one, he wins every time.
Patriots have the ball back with 6.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Brady dumps it to Kevin Falk, and
Nice blocking now.
like
Come
a
on, big
flag
fella.
football touchdown.
Offense has the advantage in snow.
31-0.
That's not true.
Yeah. It's now, how much left in the half? 2 minutes to go in the half. More than enough time for Brady to find Wes Welker for a second time of the game. Wide open. 38-0. 17 seconds left till halftime. More than enough time for Brady to shoehorn in his 5th touchdown pass of the quarter.
I love Wes Welker.
That's a record for any quarter ever.
5 touchdowns, Rich.
In one quarter, and in the second half, 45-0.
Is that all?
The Hoodie sends his quarterback out back.
One more series. That's okay. One more
He's
series.
making up
Rich.
for
Yeah,
last
one more
week.
series.
He's mad
Third
about
one.
last week.
See if you can get anything done.
Brady to
Oh,
Moss.
That's 3 for Moss.
52-0.
That's why you should have came back senior, say Al.
Yeah, I mean, say out. They
Vince
bring
is
in
like,
Vin-
don't bring me out here now.
At 59-0. That's when
Yeah.
they bring Vince Young out.
And this is what Vince does.
You think he was a little chilly?
You think he was mad?
Combined, he and Collins threw as many completions to Patriots as Titans. Just 2. Just 2.
That's ridiculous.
As the 59-0 shutout is the largest in the history of the merged NFL, the Super Bowl era. And Tom Brady, he was on point. 6 touchdown passes on the day.
To tell you the truth, I didn't even know. I mean, I really didn't. I knew we were playing good. I knew that. You know, we were kind of going up and down the field, and it was good. I mean, we did a great job. Play calls were great. It was a fun day to be out there.
Tennessee, the Jaguars seeing Vince Young start the football game.
Vince Young start. He's back.
Second quarter, Titans up 3-0. Vince play faking, dumping off to Bo Skate.
Safe pass.
Yep, safe play.
He's going to get a
confidence up.
quarterback started. You start him off with some screens and some quick throws, some completions.
Watch this play on 3rd and 3. Young can't find anybody.
Man, do what you do, Vince.
Does what he does. Picks up the first down. That looked very Rose Bowl-ish.
Gives you another dimension back there.
2 plays later, Young lofts it to Nate Washington, and he's got himself a touchdown pass.
Nice throw up and over the top.
That
was easy. That was too easy.
10-0. Third play, the ensuing Jaguars possession, David Garrard. He was throwing it all over the lot. This time, unfortunately, it's to Rod Hood. Garrard had 2 interceptions, only 139 yards passing on the day. Led to a Titans field goal, 13-0. But the first play of the next Jaguars possession, they hand the ball off to Pocket.
There he goes. Break a tackle.
Maurice Jones.
Break a tackle. Break a tackle.
You won't catch the little big fella.
Break a tackle.
Too strong for that.
80 yards ties Fred Taylor for the longest touchdown run in Jaguars history, and he was not done. 13-7. Third quarter, first play of the second half for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They hand it off to Pocket.
Tackle.
He's now got a 79-yard touchdown
Somebody
run.
tackle this
You
guy.
would not catch it.
Look who's out in front blocking.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at the quarterback. Look at David Garrard.
But the extra point was blocked. The game is tied at 13. Next, Titans possession. As Jeff Fisher says, can somebody stop that guy from UCLA? Vince Young is scrambling, but somehow finds Kenny Britt.
Vintage.
That was big time.
15 of 18, 125 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions for
That
Vince.
added dimension, coach.
Next play, they have a big play running back
Now,
themselves.
that's the dimension, Mike.
Oh, that's
Hang it up. Just run
go
out of
the
bounds.
distance anytime.
You won't catch it. Just run back. Get ready for the kickoff return.
52 yards for Chris Johnson. You can read Jack Del Rio's lips easily. Don't worry, we can show it on television. Unbelievable. He said 20-13. Fourth quarter, 2 Titans possessions later. It's a 10-point game when Chris Johnson comes calling again.
No.
Uh-oh. Not the distance.
89
Forget
yards.
it. Run out of bounds. Get ready for the kickoff return. You will not catch it.
First time in NFL
Yeah, you're
history that 4 different rushing touchdowns of over 50 or more yards in the same game.
Speed.
What about speed? Defense?
Yeah.
Tackle?
Brian Russell runs his run over, and 399 combined rushing yards for Mojo and Chris Johnson. But Bud Adams wanted his quarterback to be Vince Young, and the team came up with the win. As you can see, since 1950, it's a rarity to have as many players in the same game with 175 or more rush yards. The other one, Bobby Mitchell, back in 1959 in that Browns-Redskins game.
Man, pay the man.
Tennessee Titans in San Francisco, second consecutive start for Vince Young. Alex Smith getting his first start at home since getting back in the saddle for San Francisco. First quarter, Smith didn't go very well. Rod Hood is picked.
Threw that ball really late. Come on, Crab, get there and make the tackle.
You know, you see great returns by the defenses nowadays. Everybody gets out in front. It's like an offensive play return.
So Vince Young trying to turn that pick into points, and he does just that by doing
quarterback draw. Well done. Look at Chris Johnson walking. Beautiful walk-in.
That's to do what you do.
That's what he does.
Right there.
That's Vince.
So it's 10-3 Tennessee. Alex Smith looking for Vernon Davis, as he has had a want to do since getting back under center.
Built like Tarzan and now playing like Tarzan.
39-yard gain of the Titans 13. 2 plays later, the inconvenient truth gets in the end zone to tie the game at 10.
When he's healthy, he is a dynamic back.
15 carries, 83 yards for Frank Gore. Second quarter, 2 drives later, Smith to Michael Crabtree in his first start at home.
Throw the ball to my boy. Get down.
17-yard gain. 5 plays later. This one looks like Smith is just going to do the right thing and nothing's there and he's going to throw it away, but quality extending of the play.
Yeah, that's excellent. Good poise, good vision down the field. He makes nice decisions and an accurate throw.
Jason Hill puts the Niners up 17-10. Titans in the third quarter. 3rd and 9 from the Niners, 19. Chris Johnson.
Nice setup. Nice spring setup. Look at his speed.
From anywhere on the field.
He had a heck of a game. He ran it in.
Speed kills.
2 plays later to tie the game at 17. It's a 20-17 Niners lead when Young throws late over the middle, and this is not a problem when Justin Gage goes up to
great catch.
That's a jump ball. You just go win it, Justin Gage.
4 plays later, it's 4th and inches. They said go for it.
Gutsy call.
With an option pitch to Chris Johnson.
Going to his left. That could have been tackled for a 4-yard loss, but the speed got around the corner.
Titans go up 24-20. Alex Smith is intercepted by Cortland Finnegan.
And he knows what to do with it.
3 interceptions for Alex Smith. Chris Johnson with 135 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Titans have won 2 in a row. The old throwbacks in the AFL. Here is Vince Young handing off to Chris Johnson. After the game, Chris Johnson says, do you stop 28 or do you stop 10? That's the way that they're moving forward on offense now.
That means they believe in Vince.
Well, at least he does. Everyone believes in Chris Johnson. That is for sure. 28-yard run.
He says wide open.
Steve, are you having flashbacks, Steve?
Yeah, he says, I believe in Chris Johnson.
Reed is saying the same thing. Reed is yelling as well.
Man. All right, well, throw him the ball then.
And this is what happens.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
No. Is that a Greg Knapp throwback?
Napper will be sitting down on the bench listening to him.
We're tied at 17 in the 4th quarter. Vince Young doing what he does. It appears he gets in, but he's ruled down. He's ruled down. And that just means it's time for Chris Johnson to make another play.
Oh, geez. See, the big fella's not only running outside the tackle, he runs between the tackles, and he's able to break tackles himself. I don't know what that is.
What is that?
I don't know.
Titans win this game. They're now 3-6. Time for the See Was Unstoppable, presented by Citizens Echo Drive. It is definitely this guy who went for 100 yards rushing and 100 yards receiving, joining Billy Cannon as the only Tennessee Titan or Oiler or Houston Oiler in team history to do that. And he joins Earl Campbell in 1980 as the only players in franchise history with 2 or more rushing touchdowns in 3 straight games. 132 yards on the ground and 100 yards receiving, and he is on pace to join some pretty select company. Only 5 players in NFL history have won the rushing title with at least 6 yards per rush in the same season. Everybody on that list above Chris Johnson is a Hall of Famer.
Beating Feathers?
That is except for Feathers.
No, I do see that.
Pretty.
That's good company.
Good, this Chris Johnson,
Feathers.
who does lead the NFL in rush yards. That is the unstoppable player of the day.
Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans, and Chris Johnson, the league's leading rusher. Can he get to the 2,000-yard barrier? Vince Young. Titans have been 3-0 with Vince Young as a starting quarterback. First quarter here, it's Matt Schaub to Andre Johnson. 15 yards down to the Titans' 21. 3rd and goal now. Schaub on the shovel pass to Steve Slayton. Slayton's had issues holding on to the football, but he gets in here.
Yeah, not that time. You know he's been working a lot on ball security lately.
7 fumbles this year, 5 lost, but he gets in there. All right, here come the Titans. New wrinkle. An option. Vince Young to Chris Johnson, 17 yards.
And he ran that same option play at the University of Texas in that stadium playing Rice University.
Second quarter now on the fake end around. It's Young to Kenny Britt from Rutgers. Game tied up at 7. A couple of possessions later for the Texans, and it's Matt Schaub to James Casey on a 3rd and 3. 32 yards down to the 19. 3rd and 3 again from the 12. Schaub to Andre Johnson. Great touch pass.
Oh, outstanding pass. Great route by Andre Johnson to create the separation. And Matt Schaub just dropped it right in the bucket.
Texans on top 14-7. Titans, though, coming right back. Chris Johnson. This guy's a football player. That's Brian Cushing, the rookie from USC, who's been playing great as of late. And Johnson just lays him out, 36 yards.
Strength, speed, vision, and look what's coming right back at you. It's the option, and he's going to keep it. And Vince takes it inside strong.
Lendell White would get in from there to tie the game at 14. 3rd quarter, same score. And the Titans, you can tell.
See, I think that was
this was the plan. For Vince Young to hold on to the football, but he fumbles right there. Bernard Pollard with the recovery. Texans, however, failed to capitalize, so the game was still tied at 17. Tennessee added a field goal. Schaub going deep to Johnson. Why they didn't do more of this, I don't know.
You have to find him a lot. If you've got a play sheet as a play caller, you have a big 80 drawn on it and underlined about 15 times.
49 yards there, and Chris Brown added a field goal, tied at 17. 4th quarter now. Schaub to Steve Slayton, 23 yards down to the 47. 3rd and 10. It's Schaub again. Slayton wide open, but he can't squeeze it. So the Texans forced to punt deep in the 4th quarter. So the Tennessee Titans from their own 6-yard line. Chris Johnson on the handoff. John Feasing called for the horse collar. Not smart play.
And they played it very well. That option was well defensed by Houston. But this helps out Tennessee. That's where the gain came, was the penalty. Otherwise, they stacked it up well.
All right, now after a false start on 1st and 15, just give it to Chris Johnson. He had 500 yards in his last 3 games, and Johnson rushed for $151 against the Texans. Great movement.
Look at the vision, Fran. Finding the open spaces throughout that run. Were they on the left? Were they on the right? He found all of them.
3 plays later on a 3rd and 3, Vince Young is going to tuck it down. Can't find anybody. Picks up 12 yards. Down to the Texans 40. Eddie George likes what he sees. Rob Baronis from 53 yards away with 52 seconds left. And he knocks it down. So the Tennessee Titans up 20-17. Now Jeff Fisher's defense needs to come up with a stop, but the Texans had 2 timeouts. Schaub to David Anderson, 11 yards to the 49. 1st and 10 now. Schaub to Anderson again, who breaks free inside Titans territory, inside the 40. All right, here comes Chris Brown from 49 yards away to tie it and send it to overtime, but it's not even close. So the Titans hold on for the 20-17 victory. Remember, back in Week 9, Chris Brown missed a 42-yarder that would have sent the Texans matchup with the Colts to overtime. Instead, the Colts were victorious, and the Titans are here. Tennessee Titans now are 4-0 with Vince Young as a starting quarterback, and it's another tremendous day for Chris Johnson, 151 yards. Jeff Fisher's club not out of the playoff picture just yet.
So Kurt Warner ruled out the game against the Tennessee Titans. So that means Matt Leinart would take on Vince Young, just like they did in the 2006 Rose Bowl, one of the best college games anyone can ever see. Yep. Let's pick things up with 23 seconds left in the first half. On 4th and 8, Vince Young going for it and converting.
Notice how many plays he's going to make from the pocket.
To Kenny Britt. 2 plays later, though, he doesn't leave the pocket soon enough. And now he does, but the problem is there's no time left on the clock, and the Titans get no points before the end of the half.
Rich, and then kick the field goal right before the half, but he knows it's a mistake.
I would just set up the dramatic ending. Right. 3rd quarter, here is the home run hitter to end all home run hitters in this league today.
Barry Bonds is playing football.
85-yard touchdown. This is 6 games in a row of a $125 or more ties the NFL records. Amazing.
Held by Eric Dickerson and Earl Campbell. No slouches they. But the ensuing kickoff, we show it to you because
It's a
touchdown. LeRod Stevens howling.
Did you see the kicker?
He didn't want any part of that.
Sounds like there should be a sir or lord in front of his name. So LeRod Stevens howling scores a touchdown, 99 yards. Just like out of blue velvet, he still needs more oxygen, Chris Johnson. He's not even back on the field.
Nice throw.
Minute 38 left to go in the third quarter. Matt Leinart to Anquan Bolden. Leinart had himself quite a day. 21 to 31, 220 yards. Didn't make any mistakes. Nice throw here.
Excellent. Put Beanie Wells on outside like a wide receiver against cover 2. Throws it in the soft spot.
2 plays later, Tim Hightower pops it in. And the Cardinals have their first lead of the day with 12:22 to go. This is the team that's won 5 in a row on the road. The Road Warriors from the NFC West trying to shock the Titans. Here's Vince Young with less than 5 minutes to go. Kenny Britt, the rookie from Rutgers,
Get up and go.
is running.
Oh, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie coming up on the backside. A hustle play.
Kenny Britt
Nice
wasn't
catch.
touched.
Smart to get up and go. Know you got somebody coming from behind.
So the Cardinals get the ball back, but they go 3 and out. 3rd and 15, Jason Wright, dump pass. Cannot pick up the first down, so the Titans going to get the ball back. The only issue is they get pinned on their own 1-yard line. With a minute 56 left to go in the game, it's 4th and 4 from their own 7. And Young picks it up to Kenny Britt.
Nice throw and catch.
Move the chains. Next play, a minute 36 to go from their own 17. Vince Young catches a break. Ball tipped right up in the air to his tight end,
Whoa.
Bo Scaife.
Sometimes you want to be lucky, but this was good use of the clock and getting out of bounds.
6 plays later, another 4th down. Have to go for it from the Cardinals' 44, and it's picked up by Lavelle Hawkins. 13-yard gain down to the 31. 3 plays later, 28 ticks to go. 3rd and 5. What does Vince Young do? He does just like Vic Carucci did. He went to Jared. Jared Cook.
Good job. Nice. Against the blitz. Get out of bounds.
Down to the 9. 2 plays later, 17 ticks to go. Vince Young gets caught in the pocket and taken down. But the Titans have a timeout.
Timeout. No problem. They had a couple when they drive.
They take a timeout. 6 ticks left. 4th and 10 from the 10. This is it. Last chance saloon. Vince Young extends the play and touchdown, Kenny Britt.
What a beautiful location. He threw the ball up high in the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
With no time left, Kurt Warner and Matt Leinart shocked as Vince Young does it again to Matt Leinart with no time left, capping a 99-yard, 18-play drive for the Titans, who become the first team to ever start 0-6 and then win 5 in a row to go 5-6 for the second straight week. We see a game-winning touchdown pass in the final play of regulation. Arizona knows the thrill of such a thing when they knocked Minnesota from the playoffs in 2003, a Week 17 win right there. But after Stafford, a Pettigrew, and an on-time down shocked the Browns, we see Vince Young and the Titans do it to the Arizona Cardinals. Let's go to Indianapolis, where the Tennessee Titans have not lost since this.
I wish my coach ever would do some mess like that.
You're wearing
That's
your
crazy.
Florida State stuff.
That's
Well,
crazy.
the real 18 was even more bothersome, let's be honest. I mean, just 5 plays into the game, he finds
Does it even matter who plays receivers for this team?
Pierre Garçon, 36 yards. Next play, here comes Joseph Adai downhill. 5-play drive, and that's it. They're on top. Just less than 2 minutes into the game, just when you thought the Titans may have some wind at their backs, they're upset-minded. And anytime they had opportunities in this game, they missed them. 3rd and goal, that's a missed opportunity. They had a trade of touchdown for a field goal right after the touchdown by the Colts. They settled for the field goal. Next possession, Vince Young to a wide-open Nate Washington, who drops it.
And you got to make that play, coach.
Yeah, that's the difference between good teams and teams trying to be good, is the good teams will make these plays consistently.
Led to a Titans punt. Next possession for the Colts, they're still up 7-3 from their own 18. Manning to Peter Waiter.
Like that.
Garçon finished with
He's
6
emerging.
catches.
The last few weeks, he's been the go-to guy.
136 yards, 10th play of the drive. Here's a die again. 14-3 Indianapolis.
They can be physical when they want to be and smash it in
So
there.
the Titans need to put some points on the board here to have a chance. Young looking for the guy who wrapped it up with no time left last week, Kenny Britt. Instead, Jacob Lacey steps in front.
He comes back from out of bounds.
And then he falls off the bench in apparent pain here.
He's going to be back.
Colts next possession, 9th play of the drive. They turn that pick into points. Austin Collie, speaking of young receivers, Manning, first player in NFL history with at least 25 touchdowns passing in 12 straight years. Holy smokes. 45 ticks left in the half. Titans need some points now desperately. Lavelle Hawkins, nice play to Colts 15. 3 plays later,
Nice
Kenny
shot.
Britt.
Put it on the body. Throw the slant with a one-step drop. Touchdown.
But the Titans let the Colts add 3 more points before the end of the half, and that took some of the wins out of the sails. It was a foolish 15-yard penalty that gave him position in order to do that.
Man.
And Chris Johnson ran for 113 yards rushing in this game.
MVP.
By the way. It's a 9-yard rush there that set up Vince Young on 1st and goal, no gain. Then following a holding penalty, they're backed up 3rd and goal from the 9 now. Vince Spinorama thinks he's got a chance.
Shows you the speed of the Colts defense.
Shut it down
quickly.
So it's 4th and goal from the 2. What do you do, Steve?
Go for it.
Just go for it.
Down by 2 touchdowns, and that didn't work.
I got Chris Johnson in the backfield, and I'm going to throw.
A fade to Kenny Britt. Didn't work. He caught it, but it was out of bounds. Next Titans possession, they're now on the Colts 15 with 4th down. Still down 2 touchdowns, have to go for it. That's incomplete. So the Colts take over on downs. That's the way they stay undefeated. It really wasn't even that close. They improved to 12-0. And Steve, our apologies, your record for most consecutive wins by a rookie head coach has now been eclipsed.
He broke my moochie, man.
By Jim Caldwell.
Oh,
Good
that's
job.
why you were rooting against them,
As the
Coach.
Colts now 6-7, snapping a 4-game losing streak. The Titans and CJ going for ED's record. Eric Dickerson at 21:05 in the record books. Here's Johnson's first home run of the day, a 39-yard score through the St. Louis Rams defense.
It's simple. He's just faster than everybody else.
39 yards.
Too, Coach. He's a smart runner as well.
Titans next possession.
That's smart.
Well, he's also
What was
got
that?
he's also got Marshall Faulk's all-purpose record
No.
for a single season within his
Our
sights.
Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, and here's some 66 yards to tack onto that receiving. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is a touchdown in flag
I
football.
like the way these receivers block down the field.
66 yards. 14-0 Titans are up. Vince Young. He's doing
What he does.
and what that is extending a play and then taking off when it suits him best.
Do you, Vince?
And he's running up, right, straight, and then tire blows.
Yeah, those hamstrings haven't seen that in a while.
That's 44 yards. Kerry Collins would finish the game from this point on. He left the game midway through the second quarter with a
Why you
hamstring
need
injury.
2 quarterbacks.
As for Chris Johnson, okay, he needed an average about 150 yards a game. He only got 117 rushing yards in this game.
Only.
Right? So the CJ 2K meter stands at 1,626 yards. Meanwhile, the Dolphins are in Tennessee. Dolphins are 7-6. Chris Johnson chasing a 2,000-yard season. Vince Young, would he be chased by the Dolphins defense? You bet he'd go. Testing out that knee that kept him out of some practices this week, and his arm looked just fine and dandy.
Nice touch over the top of the safety.
Well thrown to Justin Gage for a 22-yard score. Titans up 7-3 midway through the first quarter. Minute to go in the first quarter. Ricky Williams, an NFL record 6 years in between 1,000-yard seasons. That's like the Grover Cleveland of rushing.
But he took you so long,
He
Ricky.
did take a little siesta.
Siesta. Wildcat. I like it. Induced by many things. Well, Williams unfortunately fumbled this time around. Titans recover, and 4 plays later, here comes Chris Johnson.
He is so slow.
9th straight 100-yard game. CJ 2K now stands at 1,730 yards. We'll do the math. We'll try to make it easy. 270 yards for a 2,000-yard season on 3rd and 5. Just flip it out to Chris Johnson. He's chasing Marshall Faulk's all-purpose scary record.
The lineman trying to keep up with him.
He's 257 yards away from breaking our own 2-8 NFL record for yards and
Don't let him do it, Marshall. Get back out there.
Did 2 plays later, Young to Justin Gage again. 17-6.
Great catch.
We got hugs all around in
What's that
Tennessee.
dance? What's that dance?
I don't know.
Oh, Jeff.
Yeah, you're right. Save your job twice. Now you want to hug him.
3rd quarter, Young to Nate Washington. Oh, hugs everywhere now. 24-6, Young's first career 3 passing touchdown game. But the Dolphins never say die. They're well coached, they're gritty, they're gutty, even though Chad Henne's picked off in the end zone. And they have 3 turnovers inside the Titans 35. They're still down 24-9 with 9 minutes and change to go. And on 4th and 2, Joey Hanos.
I like how they use this Chad Henne. They move him around. He's very good at it.
And then 3 plays later, Williams, direct snap.
Go to the pylon.
And it's 24-16. It's a 1-possession game. Next possession after the Titans punt, 3rd and 7. Turn on your hotline. That's right. I'm doing Neil Diamond references. Brian Hardline tips it to himself. He keeps it out of the hands of the Titans D and into his own hands. What a play.
Great focus. Watch him focus. Coach keeps his eye on the ball and squeezes it.
Portland Finnegan saves the touchdown.
4 plays later, it's another 4th down. 1:38 to go. This is it. Game right here. Henne rolling out. Wide open Anthony Fasano.
Play.
Now that's just the Dolphins need a 2-point conversion and the comeback would be complete. Going Wildcat. Wildcat actually. Pat right in the game to Williams, and this game is tied.
Everybody's hugging.
We go to overtime, and the Dolphins win the toss. Henne, 3 plays in overtime. Looks for Devon Bess, and Michael Griffin picks it. And then tack on 15 more.
That's a bad call.
Because Greg Camarillo hits down Griffin when it's assumed that it's ruled that Griffin would already given himself up.
Yeah, but nobody touched him.
Get up.
It wasn't even a hard hit.
So the Titans get the ball on the 27-yard line, and then 4 plays later, it's
Barone.
He's got the knack. 46 yards, and the Titans, once 0-6, are now 7-7, and the Dolphins had an opportunity on this day to go 8-6. Instead, they are now 7-7, 2 games behind the New England Patriots, who all they have to do is win at home against Jacksonville next week, and they wrap up the AFC East and a home playoff game in the wild card round. They still have an outside chance at the bye week. The Titans, however, still very much alive. They're back at 7-7. Their next game can be seen right here on NFL Network, Christmas night against the San Diego Chargers. Your Christmas is a lot more merry than it has turned out for the Tennessee Titans. I am Rich Eisen, along with Steve Mariucci, the Christmas-clad Deion Sanders, and Marshall Falk, whose single-season all-purpose record is hanging on by a very thin thread right now.
Very thin.
Vince Young and the Titans trying to go above 500 after an 0-6 start against the streaking, surging 9 wins in a row. San Diego Chargers were down 3-0 in this game when Phillip Rivers began to get things going with Vincent Jackson, 20 yards to the Tennessee 32. And then 7 plays later, the great LaDainian Tomlinson in the
Give
end
it to
zone.
21.
Career touchdown number 152, easily the most in this decade, put San Diego up 7-3, and they were not done by a long shot. The Titans putting together an 8-play drive here, except it ends in an interception. Brandon Silers steps right in front of the pass.
One of the backup linebackers, he's stepping in and playing well. He's getting more playing time. Guy did a great job stepping into the throwing lane.
And then 9 plays later, how does Antonio Gates get this wide open?
Yeah, you got a quarterback scrambling and people coming out of coverage.
Bad
mistake.
Know your personnel.
Bad decision.
Phillip Rivers ain't running nowhere.
Now, if a ball just has to crease the plane to score a touchdown, and if a toenail is over the line of scrimmage or offsides, why does an entire quarterback's body have to be over the line of scrimmage for it to be an illegal forward pass?
I think you're asking the wrong guys. Let's ask Mike Pereira.
This is the guy who made the
Rivers was straddling that line, and it was a touchdown despite the challenge. Vince Young, next possession, he fumbles it, sliding forward, and the ball came loose before he gave himself up. So this is a fumble. So turnovers galore for the Titans, who had penalties on defense as well. It just kept leading to Charger points. Here is Darren Sproles to put the Chargers up 21-3. 21 unanswered points. The Titans, with the clock winding down in the first half, needing some points, needing some momentum. They do get the ball to start the second half, so if they could score a touchdown here, who knows what could happen as Kenny Britt picks up a first down on 2nd and 1. 3 plays later, less than a minute to go in the half. 3rd and 6, Young does
a great job of being the mobile quarterback that he is right here to keep the drive alive.
Gets out of bounds, and then 3 plays later with 23 ticks to go, Vince Young does
what Vince Young's do.
And that is
run with the ball and make things happen.
It's a design quarterback draw, and he's going to find some daylight.
So the Titans score last, and then they get the ball first, but they go 3 and out, punt the ball back to San Diego. We'll get more on that in a moment, Marshall.
Bang 8, baby.
And there's Malcolm Floyd on 3rd and 7 to the Tennessee 25. Darren Sproles does a nice job picking up the blitz.
Ollie Wilson does a nice job coaching those guys. That's Darren Sproles, a little guy, pass protecting on the safety.
And then 2 plays later, right on the goal line, what do you do, Steve?
Well, I'll give it to 21.
That's career touchdown number 153.
Guy has a great knack for getting the ball into the end zone.
You're on the 1 yard line.
2 touchdowns for LT after another touchdown by Darren Sproles made it 35-10. Here's another interception of Vince Young. Weddle steps in front.
Came off tonight.
5 plays later, not a creature is stirring except for all the fans in Tennessee heading to the exits as Sproles scores touchdown number 3. Chris Johnson, how did he do in this game? You might ask. He had 142 yards rushing. That gives him 1,872 on the season. Here's a 30-yard touchdown run. He is 74 yards shy of the all-time single-season all-purpose yards record held by,
come on, Seattle,
Marshall Faulk. This is Tennessee. Seattle next week. That's the defense you're depending on next week, Marshall Faulk.
Rich, that thing is gone.
It's already gone, Marshall. Let's let that thing fly. Tennessee, unfortunately for them, has been eliminated. The Chargers wrap up the bye week. So Chris Johnson had our guy Marshall Faulk directly in his sights for the all-time single-season scrimmage yards record. 75 against Seattle. Eric Dickerson didn't really have his feet up on the couch with a cigar lit, but
he was watching.
Definitely was watching.
He might have been there.
And here's Chris Johnson with an 8-yard gain on the opening drive for the Titans, and he's 120 yards to get 2,000. 4 plays later, a 10-yard gain.
Slip screen.
We always do the math here on NFL Game Day Finally. He's 110 yards.
He runs so effortless.
6 plays later, 4th and 1, Jeff Fisher says, go for it. We got Chris Johnson. He's going for
and you're playing Seattle.
2,000 yards. He's 93 with 45 yards from scrimmage on the first drive. He's 30 behind Marshall Faulk in that department. Second quarter, he's 5 behind Marshall. And now he is in front of Marshall in the record books.
Just like that.
And we're looking at your new single-season yards from scrimmage king, Chris Johnson. How about them apples? Third quarter needs 161 yards to get Eric Dickerson. Here he is with a gain of 4. That gives him 11 straight 100-yard rushing
11
games.
straight.
11 in a row.
That's unbelievable.
He needs 25 to join the 2K club.
Is that a record?
And then in the fourth quarter, what better way to get in the 2K club with a big, fat 62-yard run to pay dirt, except for the fact
that got Eric
there's a hold
attention
on the play.
How can you call this? You can't call this. He's by the guy right there. He's buying.
Well, he pulled him right there.
Yeah, but like the guy was going to run him. You can't call that.
Mike Heimerdinger.
Give him the record.
Mike Heimerdinger's angry. You don't get your Heimerdinger upset.
All right, let's go get it again.
Well, Johnson gets it later on. But that 62-yard run taken off, he could have really threatened Eric Dickerson. Really could have threatened Eric Dickerson. He joined the 2K club, and then the next possession, he gets another touchdown. Chris Johnson finished the season with 2,006 rushing yards, passing O.J. Simpson in the 2K club. Of course, back in 73, O.J. didn't have 2 extra games in which to
That's right, 14 games.
Young Bucks have. TD breathing a sigh of relief. He's still 2 yards in front of him.
Right. Still sleep on that plane.
Every coach's dream.
It means a lot for me to get to 2,000 yards. Only the 6th player ever to do it, and it especially means a lot that we got this win today and we finish up 8-8, and hopefully we get some momentum going into next year.